Hello there, fellow humans. Welcome to another drawing video. Today we're opening up our city book, continuing with the theme of drawing cities on things that grow, I guess. Although today we're going to bend the rules a little bit. But here are all the past drawings we've made. Make sure to check out those videos. I had a good time. The last video's top comment, pretty exciting, was for a cloud city. So that's why I said we're bending the rules a little bit. Not quite a plant or a thing on the ground, but you know, it sounded fun. So today we're gonna go ahead and do that, grabbing a pencil and sketching out a cloud city. Now I went with a pretty normal design when it comes to a cloud city. I always imagine a platform with buildings, almost skyscrapers, growing or built upon this large disc, as well as some underneath hanging down, kind of like Bespin from Star Wars. But I liked it. It was cool. I liked the idea. And I actually went with a smaller scale because I wanted to kind of show you how big this city was. But it was right around here I decided something, I don't know, it looked too normal. You know, it was something needed to change. But before we get to that, I'm going to add just a little bit of line work using I think I'm using an Ohuhu felt tip pen here. I switch back and forth between this one and a Micron just because they're on their last leg. So we'll see how that goes. I need to go get new pens. I think that's my next investment here today. But they worked out pretty well. Now, of course, my cat coming to visit a few times. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to change things up because if you Google city in clouds, this drawing pretty much comes up in different styles. So I wanted to go with something a little different and more of me, I guess. So instead of the city floating there, I added a nice, lovely character holding this up on its head or back. I'm not sure. You can see here I added some arms holding up, I guess, a string, kind of helping support it on its head. Continuing with the line work using a Micron pen. I believe I'm using a 005 sized Micron pen. Pretty cool. And a nice tired eye, because you know, if you're holding this city up, you're going to be tired. But it's very tall. So much so that it's in the clouds. City in the clouds. There it is. There's the theme. Taking my time here, and once I'm finished with the line work, we're going to go ahead and use a Micron pen. I actually avoided adding some buildings, or not buildings, windows to the buildings, because since I'm going to be coloring this piece, I've said this in the past, it'll smear those windows that I make, so we're going to go ahead and add those after I color, using a nice lovely yellow for the character's color, just because yellow is my favorite color and it just looks so darn cool. I love yellow. Really taking my time here, and with the power of time lapses, you can see me drawing at supersonic speed. Honestly, if I could do this, I don't think I would. I like the slow pace of drawing. It's satisfying seeing it all come together. Even if it takes a while, it's just part of the process. I like the trusting the process part of art. Grabbing some yellows, oranges, and browns for the buildings, I kind of envisioned a picture like steampunk colorway. I went with that, and except I added some green. Gotta love the green. Some dark green grays. And eventually adding some more line work and color to the clouds. Now for the hardest part of this is coloring the sky. Definitely the most tedious. But if you go slow and fast at the same time, don't let the ink dry, but don't go too fast where your lines are inconsistent. You gotta go the same pace the whole way through and it'll look just dandy. I like it a lot. And I went with a frost blue color. You can see how fast I'm actually coloring. I'm not that fast. Adding our windows after the alcohol markers dry. They're just little dots and lines Nothing too fancy. It's a smaller scale than the last few drawings. And I like drawing like this because you can draw a large city on a small scale, and it's just so satisfying. Something about miniature cities really, it makes me happy. I think there's a miniature museum out there that I want to go to. I've always loved those miniature trains. Let me know in the comments, do you like miniatures? They're pretty cool. Now, here we are, the end result. City in the clouds. Well, on a creature's back in the clouds. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Feel free to like the video and subscribe for more. Here on my TikTok page, I am re-uploading all my TikTok videos that I possibly can do, as well as creating new videos once or twice a week, with a few weeks where I miss out on because I'm working on larger projects. But again, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Let me know your favorite in the comments. What city should I do next? Remember, top comment will be the choice of the next video. Goodbye.